Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back to another episode. In this episode, we're biking home, and we're going to be talking about food cost in Mexico, or you know, how expensive is it or not, or whatever, and all that good stuff. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because, you know, I was just visiting a friend, and you know, we were just talking, and basically the whole you know, concept of you know, just talking about this came about because we were talking about this. We were literally talking about food cost out here, and how, you know, you can eat like a king. You know, you can go out on like a nice date night. For example, I'm gonna give you an example. And by the way, there's gonna be a video on this coming up soon as we go film it. But on Friday night, me and Christian went out on a date night. And you know, basically, you know, I want to make sure we're filming real quick. Hold on. All right, we're filming. Good. So anyways, yeah, so basically, we were on a date night, and as the date night was progressing, it was at this park called Parque Las Americas. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to do multiple things here at once. But anyways, yeah, so we went to Parque Las Americas, and we went on a date night. And basically, it's like a giant park, and it's kind of like open to the public. It's a open air park, and they have like a bunch of vendors there. You know, all kinds of vendors, you know, selling all kinds of things that you would find like at the county fair or what have you. And so we went out there for a date night, and we do it from time to time. We like going there, or places like that. It's just an example. We went there, and for about, I think I want to say $10, we had an amazing night. If you include the Ubers, $15, $16. You know, actually, we're joking about that, how the Uber was almost as, or just, you know, was actually almost more expensive than than the date itself. But we got to include it in the date. But anyways, I digress. We're just talking about food here in this case. But yeah, I mean, we both had two esquites, aka like elotes, you know, which is like that corn in the cup. You know, when they do the corn with the mayonnaise and the cream and the spices and the yumminess and the goodness. So we went there because they have one of the best ones in the city there. So we went there, we had two of those. We had, what else did we have? Then we went to another little stall, and we had 3 tortas, 2 for me, 2.5 for me. Bruh. 1 for Christian. Well, half for Christian. Anyways, so we had 3 tortas, we had 2 Cokes, and then later on we went and had dessert. We had a marquesita with ice cream. Like I said, we're gonna make a video on this again at some point. And let's go this way. Change it up a little bit. We always go down Paseo Montejo, so we're going down the parallel street by Paseo Montejo. Saturday afternoon, late in the afternoon, trying to get home to the wifey and make a video for you guys as we enjoy the streets. So anyways, as I was saying, the whole date night, everything basically cost under $10 or $10. We had all that, you know. We had the marquesita with ice cream, we had 3 sandwiches, and we had 2 of the corn cups. You know, so that's a lot of food, man. And that's very, very, very cheap. And it was an amazing night. It's a nice family atmosphere. It's a great spot. So you could do that date, or you can go on another date. Like, let's say you want to go to P.F. Chang's, or you want to go to Boston's. These are some of the chain restaurants out here. Or, you know, even other restaurants. And then you're definitely going to be paying for your date night the same amount that you're paying back in the US, or close to it. Now, yeah, you're going to be, you know, eating and drinking like a king. But at what cost? Oh. We're going to go this way. That bus there almost made a turn as the bus was coming. We're gonna go down this route. So yeah, as I was saying, you know, you have a few options, you know. You can go to a nice restaurant and you can spend around 25-30 bucks. You can go to a restaurant like the one to the left here, which is El Lucero, and spend even less. And out here, like at this place, might as well show you real quick. You see this place right here? El Lucero, on the corner of 47th and 56th, and right off of Paseo Montejo Centro. It's an amazing spot. That's a place where you go and you know, order a round of alcohol, a round of beers, a round of liquor, a round of whatever, and then they give you free food, like a bunch of free appetizers, you know. It's like backwards tapas. They call it botanas, and basically you can do that, and that's another cheap date, or a cheap meal. And so you can do things like that. You can go to the taco stand, you can go to many other establishments, or you can go to a nice fancy restaurant and spend a few bucks and get an amazing meal. Like this restaurant, they were right there to the right, Oliva, one of my favorite restaurants. It's great Italian food, but it's not cheap, but it's not expensive. You can go and spend like 50 bucks there and have some of the best Italian food you've had in a long time. But so yeah, I had a pedestrian accident there. So anyway, so you know, at the end of the day, there's many options, you know, like this is not your typical food video, but like I said, guys, you know, like I like to talk. I like to talk. Sorry about that. I like to talk about, you know, things like this in my video, because a lot of people, they get the misconception that everything is budget friendly, and or they get the misconception that, you know, their dollar's gonna go out here further and all this other stuff, if and they can all live like a king. And it's like, no, man, you know, like everything has a price. So you can eat cheap as well by going to the grocery store, and even cheaper if you go to the local markets, you know, like Lucas de Galvez, or the other, you know, actual markets, right? If you go to those markets, all right. So, you know, by going to those markets, instead of even the supermarket, things are going to be even cheaper. So you have many options here. Like I said, you have many options. So like you can go to the local grocery, like organic food type stuff, and it's going to be really cheap. You go to the supermarkets, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. You go to restaurants, it's going to be even more expensive, but depending on where you go. And so another thing is like if you're going to like the cheap taco thing, you know, it's really cheap, or you're eating hot dogs and hamburgers from a really cheap type looking you know, stand, well, just know what's in there as well, why it's cheap and why it's all that. So, and take all that into consideration. So you can eat really healthy for really cheap, or you can eat really healthy for really expensive. You can eat very expensive, you know, you can eat really bad food expensive. So for example, if you order from your local pizza guy, like the pizza place, you can probably get like great deals. You get like a pizza, all right, hold on, yeah, you get like a pizza, a 2-liter Coke or whatever, some garlic bread for like $7 US, like 140 pesos, right? Now if you try to order that from Domino's or Pizza Hut or something like that, it's gonna be a lot more. It might be double the price, but for sure it's gonna be way more expensive. So you gotta keep that in mind. And so there's many things like that, where by going locally, you're gonna be more, it's gonna be a lot cheaper. So, and you're gonna get a better experience all around. You understand? So, instead of eating fake food, you can eat something that's more real. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it 100. No, but anyways, but yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's like a major thing as well, you know what I mean? Where a lot of people want to eat McDonald's and Burger King, but then they realize, oh, wait a minute, McDonald's and Burger King is the same price here as it is back home. What the hell? And then you're like, wait a minute, this taco stand over here, or what have you, or this little hamburger stand, you know, this guy is selling 3 hamburgers for $5 or whatever, you know what I mean? Or 3 hamburgers for $3. And just, you know, many things like that, you know what I mean? Now, the quality is questionable. I'm talking about both Burger King and the guy at the stand. But just know your options and your situation out here. So there's like a lot of options for food, which is great. All over the city, all over wherever part of Mexico, you know, whatever part of Mexico you're in, whatever part of the city you're in, there's a lot of a greater variety. The prices are right for the most part. Again, it's up to you on the prices. It's up to you on the prices, you know, like, and where you want to go. So if you want to like try to be like ballin', you can take her to like Alta Brisa or, you know, some other like place up north, and you can spend like $100 on your date, or more, you know, depending how much you want to spend. Or you can just do something simple and romantic and spend $10 and have an amazing time and eat and have a great time. And so it's the same thing goes for whatever. It doesn't have to just be the date. It could be a lot of things. So yeah, sorry, just trying to bike through here through the anyways, yeah, I'm gonna wait for all these guys to get in front of me. So yeah, check this out there. That's like the arches. We're here in Mérida, Yucatan, in Mexico. All right, let's do this. Very hot and humid today, as always is in this area, this part of the world. But I digress. What was I saying? So yeah, you know, like the whole thing with the food is awesome. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna make a video. We're gonna go out to Parque Las Americas. I'm gonna make a few videos on a few things, but you know, for the most part, that's not what this channel is all about. I talk more about, you know, the reality, what you can really expect, what the situation is like. I think I gotta go this way. Yeah. All right. And all this other stuff. So. And so like I said, you know what I mean? Like out here, you can eat like a king for very, 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 very cheap, or it's gonna cost you a few bucks. You know what I mean? It all just depends on you and on a bunch of other factors that all have to do with you. But there's everything here. So for example, every once in a while, I want like some candy. I want some, but I don't want Mexican candy, man. I'm not a big fan. But I want like a Twix, or I want like a Hershey bar, or I want like a like an American, you know what I mean, candy bar. What I have from home. Oh, I can buy that. They're readily available, but I'm gonna pay, you know, American price. It's gonna be like $1.50 for a candy bar. I mean, I don't know what the candy bars are back home anymore, but $1.50 for a candy bar is expensive. Sometimes they're on special, and I can get 2 for $1.50 or something like that. So I'll do that. But that's not always the case. And so that's the thing, you know what I mean? And so it's about you. If you want to like assimilate more into the culture, and you want to be more part of the community, if you came out here to live like a Mexican, to live free, to live a certain way, you're gonna be very happy. You're gonna be very, very happy. But if you're coming out here and you want to live, I guess, the way that you live back home, or you don't want to sacrifice anything, or you want to be balling, well, and I can go on and on. You already know what category this, you guys all fit in there. Then it's gonna be, it's gonna cost money. Now, depending on who you are, you probably don't care. If you already living that life, or you're lucky enough to not really care about that, then you're good to go. But I think a lot of people out there that are looking to relocate, looking to come out here, are on a little bit of a budget, no matter what that budget is. And so, that's what a little bit what this is more about. So like out here, you can eat very cheap. Things are very cheap, very, very, very cheap. I've survived on, on like almost nothing. I've survived on like 50 bucks a week out here, and I've eaten like a king, so I've literally survived on 50 bucks a week out here and eaten like a king, in a sense of like what 50 bucks would buy you wherever the hell you are right now. So that says a lot. I had like and then that's it. And so like, now I spend a little bit more per week, but I just eat better, like better quality. But that's it. Because quality in certain other items, you know what I mean? Like, but we get a lot of our fruits and vegetables straight from the source. Same as our meat. We don't buy nothing from Walmart. We try to get it from as close to the source as possible. And that's it, you know what I mean? Like many things like that. Look, this bus right there, that bus was that bus that I used to take when I first lived here, because this is like the neighborhood I used to live in when I first moved in here, out here. And I used to take that bus, and I used to come to this little store here sometimes. I used to live right to the right here, not too far, a few blocks down. And yeah, so like out here back in the day, I could not afford an Uber. I couldn't afford the $1.50 to $2 or $3 a day. I had to really, really, really budget, so the bus is like less than 50 cents. It's like 40 cents, give or take. So for 40 cents, I could take the bus, or I could spend like $1.50, $2, $3, one way, two ways. So it could be anywhere from $2 to $5. There's a little store over here. You got people playing their music, doing their thing. But anyways, like I was saying, out here, again, like the whole transportation situation, it was anything from, a few pennies, literally like $1 for $1 one way back and forth, or like the Uber, which is like $3 to $5. And when you're in a really, really tight budget, sometimes you gotta bite that bullet and do what you gotta do. So I guess having a party here, so we're getting ready. So yeah. So yeah, I'm very tired today. Out of working out, doing literally the opposite of what the doctor said to do. I'm gonna get some rest. But see, that's the thing. I mean, out here you are running at your own pace, and that's a great, awesome thing about it. It allows you to go find and I don't want to say exploit, but in a sense, yes. You know what I mean? Exploit is a proper word in English for this. Exploit the riches that you have in front of you, meaning really cheap and good organic food all around Mexico and other Latin American countries or whatever for cheap, and you can either make your own, or you can get your own. But they have the options available, like I said, anywhere from like Roadhouse Grill or Chili's or Burger King and McDonald's, and they have everything. But you're gonna be paying what you pay in the US and things like that. So as opposed to eating some tacos from your neighbor, you know, your neighbor might all of a sudden say, hey, I'm gonna start making some tacos and selling them in my front yard, and all of a sudden, you know, you can eat like a king as many times you want to go to your neighbor's house for free, for cheap, for very cheap, you know. And I can go on and on, sir. All right, so now we're trying to figure out where we are, so we can get to where we got to get to. I don't know if that makes any sense. So probably doesn't, which is fine. It's all good. A lot of things in life don't make sense, and that's a good thing. So right now, we might be making so, all right, sorry about that long drawn out silence there. Just trying to figure out where I am so I can figure out where to go. But anyways, hope you guys are enjoying the episode so far. But I think we're about to bring this guy to an end here. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Hope you guys enjoy watching these kind of videos and hanging out with me out here in my hood. Here, let's watch. Look, there's a great example. This is somebody that sells cheese and milk and other dairy products. So this guy sells milk and cheese and other dairy products, and he just goes around the neighborhoods selling his stuff. It's pretty awesome, right? So there's a lot of things like that. A lot of people that do things like that, and they come to your door literally and sell you whatever it is, you know, whether it's, you know, raw milk, cheese, other dairy products, raw butter, whatever, and a bunch of other things like that that come, you know, from the dairy section. People come and sell bread, sweets, you know, other people come and sell vegetables. Like, you can get like a whole bag of limes for 10 pesos from the guy that brings it to your door, or you can pay 30 pesos to go get it yourself at Walmart. So it's like things like that, you know. So I think we're bringing it to an end here, guys. So I'll leave it there. It's up to you. It's always up to you, right? So all right, guys, you already know what to do. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, but more importantly than anything else, please stay awesome. Oh, and I think I forgot to say, please hit the like button. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.